following program contains the opinions of its host and guests, not those of this network. The opinions expressed are for non-commercial informational purposes only. Listeners are cautioned not to rely on program content to treat or prevent disease, but are advised to consult with a licensed healthcare professional where they live for diagnosis and treatment of disease.
And now, the superstar of alternative health and purveyor of medical truth, Dr. Joel Wallach.
Hello and welcome to Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Dr. Joel Wallach, your host, a veterinarian and physician. And I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to die at 75.5 like their parents and grandparents. I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to be sick and miserable for the last 15 to 20 years of their life like their parents and grandparents. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And the demographics of what's going on here with this coronavirus pandemic is changing, but we're still not out of trouble, okay? We now have 9 states. I think I just told you that a couple of days ago. We have 9 states that are over 1 million when it comes to number of cases. Number one, of course, is California with 3.7 million cases. The newest one is New Jersey with 1,001,000 cases, okay, and then in between them they got Texas and Florida and New York and Illinois and Pennsylvania and Georgia and Ohio, and then again, lastly, New Jersey. Now, you have to appreciate that when you look at the populations here, they're weighted heavily to the peoples who eat a lot of gluten, wheat, barley, rye, and oats. We're talking about Latinos, blacks, and the indigenous peoples, the Native American tribes, the Indian tribes. And because of that, it's not a racial thing, it's a cultural, dietary thing. I've said this over and over and over. They came out today and they said, well, surprise, surprise, the coronavirus pandemic is not a respiratory disease like the flu. Well, I've been saying that, since it started a year and a half ago. That's why I said that the vaccinations were not going to work equally for everybody, depending on what they were eating and what they were doing and so forth. And if you look at the numbers today, let's compare us with India. India is spiking like crazy. They have 4 variants now in India. And let's see here. In the USA, as of this morning, we had 33,241,050 infections. As of this morning, in USA, we had 591,723 dead. And probably by the end of this week, we'll be at 600,000 dead. Okay? Just not quite a year and a half. And when you look at India, right now, they're at 20 million. They're going up every 3 days. They're hitting a million new cases because the number of new cases each day for India is 357,000 to 400,000 per day. Okay, new cases. And so it's going up every 3 days. You're going to get a new number. It wasn't just, but a couple of weeks ago, it was 16 million. Now they're up to 20 million. 20.2 or 20.3 almost, so 20,282,800 infections and 222,408 dead. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot. Compared to us, they're about a little less than 1/2 the number of dead. They're 2/3 of the number of infections, but they're going up extremely rapidly, okay? This is what we saw in the Spanish flu in 1918, which was a little over 100 years ago, okay? The people in India had the worst numbers. They had, 20 million dead in 6 months. They had 110 million infections in 6 months. At the same time, we had 657,000 infections. No, let's take it back, 657,000 dead. And we're getting pretty close to that now, okay? And it hasn't been 2 years like the Spanish flu was. We're getting very close to that. So I think we're going to exceed, and India is going to exceed the Spanish flu. Now, remember, India is divided up into 2 populations. They have 29 states and 7 territories. The northern 9 states, they have 95% of the deaths and 87% of the infections. The southern 20 states and 7 territories have 5% of the deaths and only 15% of the infections. What's the difference? They're homogenous people, same religion, same people. What's going on here? Well, it's going on because for 100 years, the UK, England, from the First World War to the Second World War and beyond, occupied India and introduced wheat, brown, and rye oats in the northern 9 states, and then the southern 20 states and 7 territories. They remained in consuming food like Asians, okay? Rice, sweet potatoes, maize, corn, beans, squash, and seaweed. And so that's why you see this big divergence in number of dead and infections in India based on location. Then when you kind of look at this another way, okay, and this is pretty scary stuff, when you look at the Asian nations, let's look at Thailand, and I apologize, the Marines are going overhead here to the border, so you may hear these helicopters going over. When you look at the UK, which is England, Northern Ireland, Scotland, and Wales, okay, they have 67 million people in the UK. And you look at Thailand, they have 67 million people. The UK has about 4.5 million infections and 127,000 dead. Thailand, the classic Asian country, has 95 dead versus 127,000 dead. They have 29,000 infections versus 4.5 million. Well, the difference is Thailand lives on rice, sweet potatoes, beans, squash, and seaweed. And, of course, the UK is a consummate gluten country, wheat, barley, rye, and oats. Then when you look at Michigan and Florida, and the highest death rates right now in those 2 states, and also the highest numbers. Okay, so what's so special about Florida and Michigan? Well, in Michigan, they have the greatest number of these little microbreweries where everybody's brewing wheat, barley, rye, and oat alcoholic drinks in their basement, beer, scotch, bourbon, that kind of stuff. And they're getting their gluten that way, killing their intestines. And so this is pretty simple stuff. You got to eat like Asians, supplement heavily, okay, and we'll get out of this thing. But if we just keep waiting, depending on the vaccination, ain't going to work. Back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552.
If you're the type of person who likes to volunteer and help others, this should interest you. What better way to help people than to help them with improved health? Longevity has been helping people promote optimal health among others for decades. Our approach to health is drastically different than medical doctors, who mostly only treat symptoms. As a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that many common disease states are actually preventable and reversible. Our mission is to help people achieve overall health and wellness and to help educate others to achieve optimal wellness as well. And here's the best part. While helping people with their health and wellness, you'll also be able to build your very own home-based business. For more information, contact your local longevity associate. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
Hello, Judy DeVilbus here. If I could only afford to get one product out of everything, that product would be the Ultimate Classic. It has the vitamins, the minerals, the bioflavonoids. It even has grapeseed extract. The one product that would give you just about everything under the sun you would need for a perfect nutritional program would be the Ultimate Classic. By the way, people that are on the go, it's very, very hard to take the liquids with them when they go on their trip to get their supplements in every day. Well, you know something? You can use the Ultimate Daily tablets and the mineral capsules. When I'm going on a trip, if I have enough room, I just take the 2 bottles with me. If not, just use a little baggie and take a couple of daily doses with you. It's very simple. It's very easy. There's no mess, no fuss, no refrigeration. Just take your capsules, take your tablets, and you're finished for the day.
To order these products, call your local longevity distributor today.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll free, 1-888-379-2552. And again, I want to compare a couple of countries here. Let's compare the Philippines with Vietnam. The Philippines have 100 million people, and Vietnam has 97 million people, very close population. Vietnam, classic Asian country. I mean, they're an Asian country, even though we were there for the Vietnam War and the Korean War and the Second World War. They still are a Asian country. They have 35 dead. 35 dead. The Philippines have, let's see here, 16,370 dead. Vietnam has 2,600 infections, and the Philippines has just short of 1,971,000 infections. So it's a difference. There's enormous Western influence on the Philippines between Spain, Europe, United States, and so forth, because of all the various wars we had in that area of the world. And we have military bases, we have Navy bases and air bases and so on. And so all the restaurants there in the Philippines cater to the Western diet, wheat, butter, and oats, whereas in Vietnam, they are all Asian. So eat like an Asian, supplement with the 90, wear your mask, use our hand sanitizer, use our colloidal silver, 2 droppers full under your tongue, 30 minutes for each meal and 30 minutes for bedtime. The odds are you will survive this pandemic. Okay, let's see here. Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us today?
Well, we've got a story here headlined, High Fiber Diet May Help Reduce Inflammation Linked to COVID-19. Studies suggest, they say about half of the patients with COVID-19 experience gastrointestinal problems such as abdominal pain and diarrhea. Research also shows that patients tend to have lower levels of gut bacteria that make short-chain fatty acids by fermenting fiber from foods. And these short-chain fatty acids play a key role in maintaining the integrity of the intestinal barrier. They also regulate immune cell function. Recent studies showed that colon and intestinal epithelial cells treated with short-chain fatty acids reduce the expression of a gene that encodes a key viral receptor and of interferon beta, a type of cytokine that favors inflammation. This appeared in the online journal Gut Microbes. They say research suggests that alterations in gut microbiota and its products can modify an infected subject's immune response, according to co-author Patricia Rodriguez from the University of Campinas in Brazil, says that previous animal studies have shown that compounds produced by the gut microbiota, such as the short-chain fatty acids, help protect organisms from respiratory infections. Results showed that treating the tissues and cells with short-chain fatty acid mixture did not alter their viral loads. Treatment also did not affect cell wall permeability integrity. However, the team found that treated tissues and cells showed a marked increase in the expression of DDX58, a gene that encodes a key viral receptor called the retinoic acid inducible gene. As a result, disease expression in the epithelial cell protein, it's involved in the entry and spread of coronavirus, including the SARS. And they say recent studies suggest that blocking this protein may be effective as clinical therapy for COVID-19. So there you go.
Well, thank you. And again, they're missing it by 1,000 miles. They're always talking about the result. They're never talking about the cause, okay? And, of course, your defensive system, your immune system, is your bone marrow, white blood cells, T lymphocytes. You're talking about stem cells that make antibodies, red blood cells, and platelets, all of which go and kill the viruses and this and the other. You need an enormous amount of nutrition for your bone marrow to make these cells and antibodies and things. And if you're eating these pro-inflammatory cytokines, which they sort of mouthed around in that study, which is a byproduct of gluten, okay? It kills the intestinal lining, the villi, which drops the absorption efficiency by about 98%. And so you can't get the nutrition to the bone marrow to make the white blood cells and the antibodies and the red blood cells and the platelets go and kill and eat the virus. That's why they're having such a trouble with people who are vaccinated or still dying from the coronavirus, because you cannot the vaccine won't work by itself. It needs all these other cells to respond to the vaccine. The vaccines don't kill the viruses. So get a hold of the book in the CD Hell's Kitchen. Get a hold of that CD Red Warning Light and learn about all this, why it happened, why it's happening. It's going to keep happening until we eat like Asians and supplement with the 90. Thank you, Doug. Super job as usual. We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call us on the priority line, 831-685-1080, toll free, 888-379-2552. Imagine a rich, decadent chocolate that's actually good for you. Youngevity's Triple Treat chocolate is just that, an antioxidant-rich dark chocolate complete with probiotics to aid in proper digestion. This all-natural product contains no preservatives, and for those with dietary restrictions, it's gluten-free, dairy-free, glycemic-friendly, and kosher certified. Not only does Triple Treat dark chocolate taste fantastic, it contains super antioxidant blueberries to absorb free radicals with an ORAC value of 16,936 per piece. Triple Treat chocolate also contains a proprietary blend of probiotics with over 500 million live healthy bacteria per 8 grams at the time of manufacture, with 80% reaching the intestines, which is much more than most live culture yogurts. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
If you're looking for a quality multivitamin and mineral product, grab yourself Youngevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine, a blend of plant-derived minerals combined with vitamins, amino acids, and other beneficial nutrients. This all-natural product contains no starch, wheat, or yeast, with no artificial sweeteners or preservatives, and it's glycemic friendly. Each scoop of the NutriCrystals contain equal amounts of all the nutrients. It starts out as a liquid, then is freeze-dried to ensure each scoop has the same nutrients as the last scoop. So if you want to get your hands on a quality nutritional supplement designed to give the body the raw materials it needs to rebuild, Youngevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine is available in 1-pound canisters and also in 30-count on-the-go stick packs. Contact your local Youngevity associate and get this great multivitamin and mineral product, and don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 90 for Life Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And don't forget, if you want to, really flourish and go beyond surviving this pandemic, and you want to flourish and, do well with your families and your workmates, your church mates, get a hold of the book and the CD, Hell's Kitchen. Get a hold of the CD, Red Warning Light, and really learn why we have these pandemics, learn how you can individually and by group and, again, family and churches and so forth, deal with this and prevent it and reverse it. We can take a hold of this thing and beat it. But if we're just waiting for the vaccinations to work, depending on that, not going to happen. Charmaine, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. Now, I'm not going to get to see the current numbers in Michigan until about 4 o'clock in the afternoon my time, because Michigan doesn't report. But what's happening in the newspapers or the radio or the TV there in Michigan? What are they saying about it?
I don't know, because I don't watch the news anymore because it's all fake, and we quit getting the newspaper because that's all fake. So I'm not in connection, I guess, to the world anymore.
Well, I'll stop asking you those questions then.
But I don't think anything's changed. I don't think people are going to change. I really don't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're not going to change because they have this false sense that the vaccines are the answer. And, of course, we've had some good successes in the history from vaccines, like smallpox and polio and things like that. And there's very, very good reasons for that, okay? It's what people were eating, age groups. When you have a kid's disease and you have a vaccine for it like polio, no problem, because they've only been eating the gluten for 3, 4, 5 years. But when you have a disease that kills seniors and people with all these pre-existing conditions, like people who are obese and they have diabetes and high blood pressure and kidney failure and liver disease and heart disease and so on, osteoporosis and low back pain and celiac disease and ulcerative colitis and all that stuff sets you up for a bad outcome, okay, from the coronavirus. Coronavirus is not a respiratory bug. And are you being a good girl and using your colloidal silver?
Yeah, I use colloidal silver. I just had Killer Biotic. I had vitamin C. I take that every day. All that stuff.
That's in addition to your 90.
Yes, of course.
Okay. We always have to say that because people, Char doesn't say she takes the 90, so you got to keep saying.
I do.
Yeah, you have to take that basic core program, and then all these other add-ons are to specifically support your immune system, which is where it's happening. It is not a respiratory disease, and you will die from multiple different causes. And of course, that's why we see all these really weird things happening. The little kids, they just get minor cold-like symptoms, common cold-like symptoms when they get the coronavirus, but they can transfer the virus to grandma who has 12 different diseases because she's been eating gluten all her life and not supplementing because her doctor said just eat well. And so she's got high blood pressure and diabetes and peripheral neuropathies and thyroid issues and gout and all this stuff, which are all nutritional deficiency diseases. We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. Listen to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Youngevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables, and besides that, they're not as good as Tangy Tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy Tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your longevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about longevity home-based business opportunities.
This is the ZBS Radio Network.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity 95 Crusade. And we do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And if you want to get a hold of the books and the CD, Hell's Kitchen, you want to get a hold of the CD, Red Warning Light, you want to get a hold of the book and the CDs, Epigenetics, the Death, the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission, you can go to www.drjwallach.com. And then don't forget also the newest book out there. Got a couple more coming down the pike, but the newest one out there now is It's All in Your Head. Okay, goes into the 25 different diseases you get from osteoporosis of the skull. Doctors don't even get taught there's diseases in the skull caused by osteoporosis of the skull. Okay, so you want to get a hold of It's All in Your Head. You can go to www.drjwallach.com. What a great gift to give to somebody you love, that book. And, of course, it has nothing to do with age. Babies are born with osteoporosis of the skull if the mother doesn't get nutrition to help form the baby, okay? All right, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to North Carolina. And Charlene, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Charlene, you're on the air. How can we help you?
Hi, Dr. Wallach. I'm so happy to be able to talk to you. I'm a first-time caller to any show.
Mm-hmm.
Should I tell you first some of the physical things that are happening before I ask you the question?
Well, what you want to, let's see. First of all, how old are you, Charlene?
I am 79.
Okay. And then how much do you weigh?
150.
Okay, and I apologize. I didn't catch what state you're from.
North Carolina.
Okay, North Carolina. Okay. All right. So, what have you been diagnosed with? You know, tell me if you have things like diabetes and blood pressure and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I guess the main thing that I'm concerned about now, there's a lot I am, but I have a complete tear in my supraspinatus, and I've canceled surgery 3 times. And a friend was telling me about your products, and so I'm just beginning to take them. And I also have, so the tear in the supraspinatus, thyroid problems. I take NP thyroid, depression. For many
okay, well, tell me what symptoms you're getting from the supraspinatus tear.
Mainly, I can't lift overhead. I mean, I really don't. My range of motion is not bad, but I can't do any like weightlifting or anything.
Okay, stop. Okay, stop there. Do you have any tinnitus, any ringing in the ears?
No.
Okay, do you have any balance problems?
No.
Okay. And we're talking about the supraspinatus. Do you have any tingling, numbness, burning in your hands and wrists and arms?
Numbness, burning, or what was the third
weakness,
one? Numbness, burning,
numbness, pain.
A little, yeah, in my right arm.
Okay.
Which is the one that has the tear, the shoulder that has the tear.
Okay. All right. Then let's see here. Do you have anything going on in your skin? Any eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, or rosacea?
No.
Okay. Do you have anything going on with your bowels? Constipation, diarrhea, irritable bowel syndrome, that kind of stuff?
Some constipation.
Okay. All right. Any respiratory stuff, COPD, asthma, hiccups?
No. Nope.
Anything going on with your heart, irregular heart rate, fast heart rate, slow heart rate?
No, heart seems to be good.
Okay. Are you slowly losing vision? Need to have your glasses changed every 6 months to a year?
No, not really.
Okay.
All right. They're working on glaucoma with me.
Okay. All right. So hang on. We'll be back. Char and I will give you a program after get your pen ready. We'll give you a program after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. 3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 95 Crusade. And Doug, let's go right back to North Carolina and Charlene. Charmaine, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, what would you do for Charlene and what's going on with her?
Well, I would think that she's got osteoporosis of the skull.
Yeah, and she's got osteoporosis of the skull. She's got multiple things going on with her arms. She's got some glaucoma. You know, her optic nerve is being squeezed by the skull, kind of thing. Let's see here. She got some degenerative connective tissue disease. Her skull is squeezing her spinal cord, causing this stuff going on in her arms and so forth. And she's got a thyroid issue. So what would you do for her?
Well, again, no wheat, barley, rye, oats, no fried foods, no burnt animal fat, and no oils of any kind. And with her, no cruciferous vegetables either. And I would get her on a healthy brain and heart pack, and I would add to that the Ocean's Gold, vitamin D3 for absorption, Ultimate Daily Classic for circulation and everything, MSM and some Fucoid Z for the other issues with the bones and the ligaments and everything.
Okay, there you go. That's a good start. And Charlene, give us a call every couple of weeks. Give us a progress report or lack of progress report. And anytime you go to the doctor, let us know what new things or comments that you're making, what the lab tests show. We'll walk you through this. Cruciferous vegetables, of course, are cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and kale. And because you have a thyroid issue, the drugs they give you, okay, are only to help the receivers of the hormone, okay, the other tissues in your body. It doesn't help your thyroid gland, whereas the Ocean's Gold does help your thyroid gland. It wouldn't hurt Ocean's Gold. Go ahead and take 3 of those twice a day, as Char said. Call us every couple of weeks. We'll walk you through this, Charlene. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Tennessee. And Joe, you're up with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Joe, you're on the air. How can we help you? Hi.
Yes, Dr. Wallach. I'm 62 years old, 113 pounds, 5 feet 5 inches, and since March of this year, 2021, I have had pain under my left arm, left side of my upper back, and left side of my chest. The emergency room doctors and my primary physician, they have diagnosed it as muscle spasms, and I was given muscle relaxers. Now, I still have the pain, and it hurts. Also, my husband and I, we have silver hair and varicose veins. Can you help us?
Okay, yep. All right. Okay, any tinnitus, ringing in the ears, or balance problems?
No, sir.
Okay, any skin problems, eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis?
Yes, for me, yes.
Okay, and then what about bowel stuff, constipation, diarrhea, irritable bowel syndrome, celiac disease, anything like that?
No problem there.
Okay. All right, Char, what's going on? What's causing the gray hair and the varicose veins? Don't say the nutrient.
Well, the lack of nutrients, obviously.
Yeah,
Either she's not taking them or they're not absorbing.
Being absorbed. Yeah, but it's not an age thing. The gray hair is not an aging thing. Doctors are like, well, you got to expect that. You're 62 years old. You got to expect that. No. Michael Jackson had snow white hair and snow white skin. He had vitiligo when he was like 12. Okay, it has nothing to do with age. It's a nutritional deficiency, and it says, you're in danger of ruptured aneurysm in the brain or aorta or something like that. Okay, so what did you give her? She's 113 pounds, just a little more heavy than you, and so she got a lot of musculoskeletal stuff going on. And so what would you do for her?
Well, I'd get her, again, no wheat, barley, rye, or oats, no fried foods, no burnt animal fat, and no oils of any kind. And then I'd still get her on a healthy brain and heart pack, and I'd add the MSM and the Fucoid Z for the other cartilage and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And vitamin D3 for absorption. And
what about giving her another bottle of our selenium for the cofactors, not necessarily for the selenium, but one bottle of the selenium comes with the healthy brain and heart pack. So she can take 3 of those selenium twice a day, and her hair color will come back, and the varicose veins will go away very quickly if she does that.
Yep. That's what I take.
Okay. All right. Okay. So if you would, Joe, give us a call every couple of weeks, anytime you go to the doctor for an update, any blood work that's done or any other lab test. And your age, you have typical things going on with a lot of people here. They're all nutritional deficiencies and sets you up for a bad outcome if you do get the coronavirus infection. So you want to make sure that everybody within your scope of contact knows to do what you're doing. And, we're looking for help. And, of course, Tennessee is a good place. I spent a lot of time in Memphis myself, so I know Tennessee very well. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Idaho. And Zach, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Zach, you're on the air.
Hi, Dr. Wallach. As you know, my name is Zach. I'm about 26 years old and diagnosed formally with ADD and type 2 bipolar. I've been eating clean for about 3 to 4 years, just fruit, vegetables, meat, nuts, seeds, and beans, and that's it. I recently cut a lot of stuff out of my diet, like oils, soy, and dairy, corn, none of that.
What about gluten?
And gluten, cut out gluten. I have, since cutting out these things, I still haven't been reducing my symptoms very much. I think something's still missing. For about a year and a half now, I've been having these very serious symptoms of muscle spasms and shortness of breath. I feel like I'm having, they've been so serious at times that I've been to the ER thinking I was having a seizure.
And what'd they say?
They said it was muscle spasms. I visited a doctor while I lived in California 2 years ago. He just said I had irritable bowel syndrome.
Okay, IBS. There you go. Okay, that's interesting. Also, do you have any tinnitus, any ringing in the ears or balance problems?
No.
Okay. All right. I think we got enough to go on here. Charmaine, what would you do for Zach? Okay, he's 26 years old, and he's got severe muscle spasms. They're really disruptive, okay? And he does have some skin issues, and he does have bowel issues, irritable bowel syndrome. What's going on with him?
Well, he's somehow getting things that he shouldn't be getting, and I agree with him, too, because I can't eat corn either. It's because of the...
Okay, well, ADD, he's got ADD and bipolar, so what would you do for him? How many eggs a day should he eat and so on?
A lot of eggs. I don't know what he weighs, but if he's a normal-sized man, I would say a minimum of 6
How much do you weigh, Zach? How much do you weigh?
I weigh a little over 160, and I'm about 5'11".
Okay, so what would you give him, Char? How many eggs?
At least 8 a day.
Yeah, okay. And so, 3 for breakfast, 3 for dinner time, and 2 at lunchtime. They got to be soft yolks. Hard-boiled eggs won't count. And then what would you give him at 160 pounds as far as a supplement program?
I give him 2 healthy brain and heart packs, and I'd add to it Ultimate Daily Classic, vitamin D3 for absorption, MSM, and Fucoid Z, and that should take care of just about all his issues.
Yeah.
Plus
okay, let's go there.
Plus the eggs.
Well, the eggs, yeah.
Yep.
And it wouldn't hurt to throw in the synaptive also, because you got all this brain stuff going on. I'd throw in a bottle of synaptive so you could take a couple of those twice a day as well. It gives the brain cells the raw materials to make the biochemistry necessary for them to talk to each other. I mean, that's the sort of thing I had when I was 4 years old. Same principle. So this is very quickly fixable if you take the right combination of stuff and stay away from all the bad foods, particularly gluten. Okay, let's see here. Doug, do we have time?
No, we're just about at break time.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and take this last minute or so and remind everybody that, again, we're looking for help, and you don't need to have a store. You don't need to have paid employees. You can run this out of your house. You get enormous tax deductions for the space you use in your house. And why not make some extra money and get the tax breaks by helping other people? Back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. The antioxidants found in many fruits and vegetables are known to help support and promote good health. Research has also shown that dark chocolate, once known as the food of the gods, is rich in healthy nutrients. In fact, dark chocolate is higher in antioxidant content than any other food. Longevity has combined a proprietary blend of velvety rich dark chocolate with whole fruit pulp and whole fruit juice extracts from mangosteen, goji or wolfberry, acai berry, and cherry, along with vitamins and minerals, producing a smooth, rich, delectable concentrate called Cocogevity. It tastes so great, I sometimes drink it right out of the bottle or pour it over ice cream.
Cocogevity is highly bioavailable, meaning your body will absorb and make use of all of these healthy nutrients. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local longevity associate and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Hey, if you're like me, your life is hectic. You don't know where you're going to be next. Between kids and family and in-laws and work and traffic and everything else that's driving me crazy right now, my life is insane. I bet your life's insane as well. When do we have time to get every single nutrient we need to be healthy? When? Well, I've got a tip for you. Take a product called Pollen Burst. It's so simple, even I can do it. All you have to do is open the package, pour it in water, mix it up, and bam, you're ready to go. It tastes great. It's not one of those medicine tasting things. It tastes great, low in calories, helps curb your appetite, gives you natural energy that doesn't let you crash, gives you your vitamins, minerals, nutrients, everything from the plant world. And I gotta tell you, for a busy person like me or a busy person like you, we need simple, we need good. Pollen Burst is your answer. Tastes great. Try it, and you'll feel better.
Call your local longevity distributor to find out how Pollen Burst can make you feel better. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and longevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Longevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity, 95 Crusade. And Doug, let's go to callers or emails.
All right, let's head to California. And Angelica, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello,
Hi,
Angelica. How can we help you? Yes, ma'am. How can we help you?
Yes. So I'm 46 years old. I'm 5'1". I weigh about 145. I am staying away from the tall bad foods, but occasionally I'll have gluten-free once in a while. I am currently taking the plant mineral and the enzymes, but I noticed for the
wait a minute. You said every once in a while you're gluten-free. Are you eating gluten for most of the part?
Yes, most of the part I am gluten-free. And I noticed for the last year since COVID started, I had a big pain behind my ear that goes towards my head. And it feels like a big pressure, which I have, I have nausea. Okay. I vomit.
Okay.
I started noticing that I started exercising in the treadmill like last week, and I noticed that my hands do get swollen, and I run out of breath. And I noticed that the next day my bones like really started like burning, really burning.
Okay. Stop. We only have a moment here. So, yes. Do you have any bowel problems like constipation, diarrhea, irritable bowel syndrome, celiac disease?
Occasionally constipation.
Okay. Do you have any high blood pressure or diabetes?
No.
Okay. All right. And so your main complaint is pain in your skull, behind your ears?
Yes.
Okay. Anything else going on? Any dizziness or balance problems?
Yeah, dizziness, yes. Barely 3 days ago, I started hearing like a little ringing on my ear.
Okay. And then do you have anything else going on, such as maybe losing a little bit of vision, things getting a little foggy, that kind of stuff?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so what's going on here, Char? What's happening with Angelica?
She's got osteoporosis of the skull.
Yeah, okay. So what are you going to do for her? She weighs 145 pounds.
I still would get her on a healthy brain and heart pack. That's the full throttle here. And I would get her on Ultimate Daily Classic in addition, vitamin D3 for absorption, and the MSM and the Fucoid Z. And some glucogel if she wanted. It would help her.
Yep. And yeah, exactly. The Fucoid Z is going to be a great thing to help support the immune system and her bone marrow. And also the bone marrow in the skull. All this stuff in the hands and nausea can be squeezing of that tense cranial nerve, the vagus nerve, dizziness and tinnitus ringing in the ears. That's squeezing the eighth cranial nerve. Vision stuff, the optic nerve, cranial nerve number 2. This is all very common, and of course, doctors never talk about it, and I think it's because their golf buddies and their tennis partners are all ear, nose, and throat and neurologist type of people, and I'm giving them half a credit and think that maybe they know and they're just not saying anything, but on the other hand, they just may not know. But give us a call every couple of weeks, Angelica, because your testimony for somebody middle-aged, 46 years old, you're going to help a lot of people because, you know, your spectrum of complaints is very common in people your age, and it has to do, as Shar said, osteoporosis of the skull, degenerative disc disease, peripheral neuropathies, malabsorption problems because of intestinal stuff and the gluten. And so this is going to be a great, great story, and your testimony will help a lot of people, Angelica, so we look forward to hearing from you. It's going to be a great thing. And I want to remind everybody, when they become one of our associates, one of our distributors, when you sign up and you renew every year, each time when you sign up initially and each year when you renew, I will give you $500 free worth of business building information and materials as well as a free website. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. So it's one of those things where you can build an enormous business, just like Shar has been building her business for 30 years. And a little high school graduate, she helps more people every month than most doctors help in a year, okay? And just remember, Charmaine is pushing 80 years old, and the average lifespan of emergency room surgeons is 57. Hello. Okay, well, thank you, everybody. Great stuff. Thank you, Charmaine. Super job. Thank you so much, Doug. Super job. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. God bless the American flag. God bless our national anthem. And God bless America.
When those aches and pains in your knees, elbows, hands, shoulders, and back crop up, reach for Youngevity's CM Cream. Put CM Cream on a Q-tip and put it in your ear canal for relief from headaches and sinus pressure. A topical temporary relief from minor aches and pains of muscles and joints associated with strains, sprains, and simple backaches. Why take aspirin or non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs that can cause stomach bleeding and liver damage? Just apply CM Cream liberally to the affected areas, and within 20 minutes or so, you'll have relief from those nagging minor aches and pains. You'll feel better for up to 4 to 5 hours. So the next time you have achy joints or muscles, do what I do. Reach for CM Cream for relief. And for systemic relief, reach for CM Plus capsules. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local longevity associate. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.